There is so much history about gold. Gold has been around as money for 5,000 years because before it was money, it was an object treasured by everyone because gold is so beautiful and gold is rare. That's why gold has become the only money that has ever survived in history. When you look at this gold nugget here, it's obviously a very, very old piece of gold. Gold has been around for billions of years, and mankind has, as I said, collected it for thousands of years, but only in the last 5,000 years had it been money. This is a gold nugget from Australia, and it weighs about, I think, 70 grams, which is, or 2-3 ounces. And obviously, like all gold, is extremely valuable, right now going up very fast. But the uniqueness of gold is that it is nature's money. And no one has been able to copy gold, make fake gold, or replace real money with anything else that has lasted. Gold has been around for 5,000 years, as I said. And why is it lying on this piece of wood here? I found this in Ireland a few years ago, and this is actually 5,000-year-old oak. This is oak that's been lying in the bogs in Ireland for 5,000 years, and it's been just picked up recently, and it's hard as rock, totally hard. And I just like the fact that here, 5,000-year-old money meets 5,000-year-old oak. And this oak is actually so hard, it's almost virtually indestructible too. Sadly, man did not accept that money needs to be unique. And as I said, this is nature's money, therefore it can't be fabricated. But of course, man came to a point, especially in the last 100+ years, where gold was not sufficient for backing the financial system. Actually, it's happened before in history. If you go back, the Romans had the silver denarius, which had, from the beginning, 100% silver content. And around 280, the content in the silver denarius went from almost 100% silver to no silver at all. So that, and instead it was zinc or lead replacing the silver, which were cheap metals, of course. So this is how man started already making fake money 2,000 years ago. And of course, we see that periods of 100, 200 years, every currency is destroyed and then it goes down to zero. Obviously, unique examples are inflation, for example, in the Weimar Republic in the 1920s. And now, today, we have in the world a record creation of debt, destroying the value of the paper money issued by central banks at the fastest rate than ever. Remember, in 1971, an ounce of gold, and then I will show you here, this is an ounce of gold. This is actually a UK Britannia coin, which also happens to be tax-free, but capital gains tax-free in the UK. But this is 1 ounce of gold. There are many other 1 ounce coins, of course, like the Golden Eagle in America. But 1 ounce of gold in 1971 was fixed at $35 an ounce. And then Nixon realized that they needed to print much more money after the Vietnam War than they had. And so the gold backing was not sufficient for this. So Nixon closed the gold window, which means that the dollar and all other currencies, also the Western currencies, were not covered by gold backing. And then from that day on, the US debt grew from, or $1 billion, less than $1 billion, to today around $38 trillion. And that's just the beginning. Not having gold backing of the currency means unlimited money printing and no discipline from the point of view of the government or the Federal Reserve. And that's what we're seeing now. We are coming to the end of a monetary era. You could say it started with the Fed in 1913, and now we're seeing all currencies having lost, even since 1971, all paper money had lost 99% in real terms. And real terms here means measured against gold. So we only have 1% left of the currency to go to zero. And this is going to happen in the next few years. We are going to see a period of massive inflation, massive money printing, and probably major failures in the financial system. With that background, it's clear that you need gold, either in the form of coins or in the form of bars. You need gold to protect yourself as a wealth preservation asset. And you have own physical gold. Either you store it safely at home or you store it in a safe private vault outside the banking system and where you have your self-direct access. It should also be in a safe jurisdiction where you can be certain that the government will not introduce controls that makes that you cannot get hold of your gold or you can't transfer your money outside of whatever country. It could be the EU countries, could be the US, etc. So that makes a choice a lot smaller, but it's very important to choose the right jurisdiction also for storing your gold. We're in a period now when wealth preservation means life insurance. And the best form of wealth preservation is to own some physical gold and some physical silver and store it outside the banking system.